When you have number 1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. Welcome to the home of the Tulane Green Wave, Hillman Stadium in New Orleans, Louisiana. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the LSU Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Tulane Green Wave. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The LSU Tigers offense will go on the attack first. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
There he goes. The 40. At the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, LSU.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Hey, make sure ain't no dishes in the sink. Ain't that what you got out the floor?
So the Tulane Green Wave offense will have.
I know y'all hear me.
Chance to go on the attack. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot, not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Get him 18.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll move the wide receiver. He might want another play. To the air on 1st down. Quickly complete. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Hand off from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Y'all got 10 minutes on the phone and the tablets. You get 30 minutes to this bedtime. I'm going to tell you when to get on. It's 8:50.
They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
It's on target and complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Green Wave trying to move the chains on third and short. Rides the back and leaves it. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun to give, looking for room. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Grabbed in the middle, it's Needs. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unleashes it on the run. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Off play action. Finds the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Tulane lines up on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. They are penned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. The inside handoff. He's loose at the 15. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Vaughn. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. And the Tigers in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get...
Turning it on! They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer.
We did it all by ourselves. I'm cooked. No, I'm cooked. No, it literally says I'm cooked. Say, buddy, I'm cooked. The puppet is the main one surviving home goals already dead. Oh Lord, I'm cooked. I'm cooked. What? So he totally is. Never let them know your next move, bro. Make that spin. It's like that investment, it make a better spin. But no, it made both of them spin. This is my tutorial.
So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Lost to throw again. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
This offense is clicking.
Low key.
Everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. Out of the gun to give to the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll look to throw on third and goal. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. ULM is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Malone Stadium, but they've struggled to really pull away. They're up by 7 over South Alabama. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Finds his man. It's Eakin.
And a great job understanding where you're at on the field. And I know that sounds very simple, but I run that out route, I start getting towards the sidelines. I got to feel it. I don't have time to look down as the ball's coming to me. Great job catching it and getting that foot in bounds.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Dropping back, it's Ramsey. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Catches it at the 15. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
From the gun, give on the inside. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He's running free down the middle. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
I think there were a lot
20,
of
bro.
doubters that
No, man, 20 though. 20 doing the same shit. They do
whether
this
or not
cheap.
they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant.
All y'all, all the phones, all the tabs, you got till 9:30 to watch TV.
And they are piling it on here early in this game.
It's 9:06. I gave y'all the extra 5 minutes on the table. Oh, man.
How could that happen? He misses the extra point. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. field. See if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Makes the grab. It's Need.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
He'll get a fresh set of down stops at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Right back to the well. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. That's caught. It's Need. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. After picking up a couple of first downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. To the air, it's Ramsey. Under fire. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Unloads to the wideout. He's right downfield. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered to pick up the first. They just keep firing. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
I was just going with it. He wide open right there. Already open. Oh, it's a screen.
From the gun, the ground game. Looking for more room. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Gets rid of it. Got the quick pass. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Throwing right. It's caught. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. LSU quick to the line. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Tigers. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. The give to the back. Oh, what a move. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe. Chance to get off a couple more plays. Line is set on 3rd down. Quarterback takes a knee. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get this crank back up here. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys, you got guys out of the portal, you put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Looking to throw, it's Ramsey. Just a short pass to the
Yes.
tight end. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They go to the ground. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. And they're getting it. With that play to the 42-yard line. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Wants to go up top on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Tulane to the line, facing 2nd and short. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Complete.
Baby seeing, bro. Fuck out of here, man.
Because he got nothing after the catch. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Got a man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Tulane with an opportunity on 1st and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking for a man. It's Ramsey. Wide out trying to get it in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After this long of a drive, you have to cap it off with a touchdown, and here comes 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Green Wave. Fit it in the window for the score. He'll try to tack on one more.
The best is the success. And he holds shallow figures. And he told for a runner, and he juking on the moves. And right before he pretends he's dead. And he go behind again. And he elbows up in his spine so hard. He could become paralyzed. What do you do?
And it's up and good. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. To the air on 1st down. The quick out. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Vaughn. Breaks into the open. The 20. He's at the touchdown. Tigers.
Good throw.
And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the 2nd half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
It's a bow tie. It's a tie.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of interest in this CUSA showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. UAB is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today. They still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by just one.
Come in, bro. Come in, bro. Why?
We'll keep you updated.
Put it on the door. Nah, that's your problem, bro.
Up the CUSA race significantly.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Running back searching for a hole. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. yardage. They get it. 3.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give
Oh,
y'all.
yeah.
And it's right back at him. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Finds his big tight end. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling to catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up.
Hey, Cash.
As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one.
All right, I can wait. I just need you to call my tablet to see if my tablet ringing or not.
Final period with a 3rd down play.
Ain't no rush.
Motion from the wide receiver. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it.
Huh?
Can't find a man. And
Nah, it's the other. Nah, it's the I need you to call my tablet, not me call your phone.
In this game, you might not have had that on your bingo.
You ain't gotta do it right now, Cassidy. It's okay. You in the bathroom?
Has done an outstanding job getting pressure.
You in the bathroom, bro. Use the bathroom. Use the bathroom. I'm not tripping right now, bro. I thought you wasn't in the bathroom.
You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take.
Like that. Like stop. Relaxing. Relax the body. All you want is scratching and rubbing.
Yeah, gotta stop, bro.
50.
Alright, I'm right there in front of him. I'm right there. Right there. What is that? What is that? Why is y'all working?
Next week from this performance.
No doubt, offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well, and you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Vaughn. There he goes. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Got enough for the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. They're going to ride this running back. That's a fumble. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert it. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
8th play of the drive, and to keep this one going, they'll need to convert a 3rd and 5. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, LSU! That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. Now they have... This lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Defense wants to bring the heat. Looking to throw on 3rd. He's taking a deep shot. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute it.
Trying to beat the D deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
You know what?
My bad. I thought he went. Touchdown.
That want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
I'd be calling a hot route. Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
I'm out of it, bro. Let's kill or CPU. Usual CPU, they always bullshit.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, the power run here. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out. Just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Tulane, 14.
Out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The give on the option. Runs through the tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. A quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The green wave in a world of hurt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fears the pressure. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
And that's the exclamation point right there.
They killed.
No, you're so loud now. I can't even hear the TV.
Bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple of weeks, especially the next week in practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
That was my dick. But I had it. I did. That right there, that's what hurt him. If you block him, oh, he's getting up. That's why. If he get up and he put you in your back pocket. All y'all, bedtime. It's past 9:30.
Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, LSU.
And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. And he missed it. No good. They pull the field goal. Something finally goes wrong.
And just not enough leg on that kick. You see it just gets knocked down by the crossbar.
One more play to pad the stats. Looking to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to end. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.